This is a 26-year-old reacts to Bambi for the first time. And this 26-year-old specifically is, yeah, he's impressed by it. There's a reason why it's held in high regard to animation. So first I'm going to describe my reaction to it and give kind of a semi-review of it for this video. So, reaction. It's a good video. It's a good movie. God, apparently my English still sucks. It's a good movie. Alright? If you've never seen it before and you're an adult, the biggest takeaway you're probably going to get from it is the beautiful art it had. It does have. And it is aged like fine wine. It is glorious to look at. Because as I was watching it with my girlfriend during the entire time, I had to keep reminding myself, this was made in 42. And animation was in its infancy in terms of the theater public, in terms of the main public mind, for those who weren't really too interested in art or something like that. But there's a good reason why it was in high regard. It has to do with a lot of the lighting. Probably is one of the best is one of the biggest reasons I think it did such a good job back in 42, because in some of the scenes where the movie is trying to talk about life to the kid, they have to dumb it down a bit. For example, when animals fight, showing blood on the TV to little 8-year-old Jimmy, probably not a good idea. So let's shade the actual damage of what happens when two adult male deer fight over a female. And another good trick they did to get around this was, eventually one male deer and another female deer, they like each other a lot. Let's just change the lighting and don't actually show what actually happens. They actually do that pretty hilariously good by doing lighting tricks. I'm adjusting because I have a very small room. The lighting trick specifically is you have the body outlined in black, all right? You have the same shape as deer, but the only color that isn't on the deer is a white line that kind of reflects the back of the deer, or it reflects a spot on the deer depending on the angle you have on the camera, which it's really cool to see. It's really cool to see how they do it. And another great artifact. It's not about the lighting, but it's more about the coloring. There's a scene where a fire breaks out and it just takes out the entire forest. All right, or if not the entire forest, then a major portion of the forest. And it's fire jumping from. It's what you expect to see in a forest fire. Fire jumping from grass to tree to this to that to that to that. You actually see the progression of the fire, and you see the animals running away from it, like animals do. And that's a really cool kind of scene, because yeah, we expect that, but we don't actually see that unless maybe you live in California or a place where there's forest fires a lot. And just the last shot of the fire of it overhead of the entire forest when the fire ends. That's what made me go like, wow, that is amazing. That is, I'm going to try not to cuss because it's a Disney movie, but I said holy bad word, that is amazing. And then it hit me that this movie was made in 1942, which makes it even more amazing. And I am convinced there's no way, if somebody were to try to remake Bambi into the new CG art style that Disney is doing, there's no way they're going to top that fire scene. There's no way they could top that fire scene. I might be proven wrong, Disney. But I can guarantee you, just with just the art direction and just the feel of the tail end of the fire, of the destruction of the forest, it would be a great Magic the Gathering card, to be perfectly honest. And to any of my Magic the Gathering viewers out there, you know the art style I'm talking about. Because, yeah, Magic the Gathering gets spoiled in terms of art. That's for another video, though. But yeah, it's a good movie. If you haven't seen it and you're an adult, take a crack at it. You actually might appreciate the art techniques that you see them doing, especially if you studied art growing up. If you're watching it for the first time with your kid, little Jim's gonna cry. It's not little Jimmy first seeing the Lion King levels of crying, mind you. He'll probably be laughing pretty hard after that. I recommend putting Lion King in after Bambi. But I stress this because the infamous scene of Bambi's mom dying. Spoiler, by the way. And when I was watching this movie with my girlfriend, I was expecting, alright, this movie is held in high acclaim for the art style. Let's see how the writing is. I was a little bit disappointed in the writing because they're trying to show elements of love, life, death, and basically the circle of life when animals go through that, when people go through that. And I'm only disappointed because you hear the gunshots go off several times as Bambi is running from the meadow. And the meadow, they established early on, you have to be careful from because of humans. They don't say hunters, they say humans, specifically humans. Humans, no, they specifically say man. Not humans, man. My apologies. You hear the gunshots go off. Bambi is running. He's running back on home. He's running back on home. And he gets home. He gets home and safe. And then he turns around and is like, we made it, Mom, right? Mom? Mom? Mom, where are you? You know, there's his realization that his mom is no longer in this world. It didn't hit me. It's probably going to hit some of you and maybe 8-year-old Ginny probably pretty hard. Because, I mean, as much as I hate to remind everybody, look what happened last year. So there is an impact on death, which I'm kind of glad, but I am very not happy with how they handled it. Because he goes up to his dad. His dad says, your mother's not part of this world. Not anymore. Come with me. And it cuts there. And there's a little bit of sad music as it kind of transitions to springtime. And as an adult, that's a bit of a whiplash. Because to me, when you have a main character die off, seeing the reactions is a good death. You know, seeing the wake of the reactions is a good death. Again, I'm going to talk about Lion King a lot because that was one of the best ways you could teach a kid about death and the impact of it, but actually make him not feel like a child. You actually made him feel like an adult while seeing Mufasa's body. And I'm not talking about the live action Lion King. You know I'm talking about the animated Lion King. Seeing the body of dead Mufasa versus bang bang, oh, no more Bambi's mom. It doesn't have that nail hit. Again, trying to critique a movie that was made in 1942 in the year 2021, yeah, I have a lot of things stacked against me in order to sound like a proper critiquing. But yeah, that's probably my biggest complaint about it, is with how everybody made fun of and hyped up Bambi's mom dying. I'm not crying. And yes, I am the meme of that boyfriend. Oh, we watched Bambi together, but he didn't cry. Does he have a heart now? But I have My Little Pony, Star Wars, My Hero Academia, and one of the best Batman movies made ever of all time. I doubt I have to fight on that hill, do I? So yeah, that's my response and my review of, well, it's not really a review, just kind of a overall general opinion of it. I'll probably make another video actually going through the entire review if this video gets enough traction, likes, shares, and such. If you enjoy this video, by all means, like, share, subscribe. I don't know when I'm going to be making my next video because that's how busy my life is. Until then, I hope everybody has a good day and fight on, Battle Brothers.